I was a huge fan of Vertigo when I was a kid, and I've always loved the idea of a mystery story that involves the mysteries of the human heart. It keeps you guessing, but is really about something else. And I had this thing happen to me. It arrived as a sort of gift. About 13 years ago, I began a phone correspondence, a phone relationship with a 14-year-old boy who's dying of AIDS. I'd been sent a manuscript of his memoirs and was so impressed by them I asked if I could speak to him. And out of that friendship grew this enormous mystery. I began to wonder who exactly was on the other end of the line. And I was unable to extricate myself from the friendship because I believed too strongly in who I felt this person was.
He told me things that you couldn't imagine.
Back in 2000, Laura Linney, my friend, asked me if I would be her escort to the Oscars when she was nominated for Best Actress. And I was introduced to the producers of You Can Count on Me, her film, and Jeff Sharp started reading the book that weekend at the Oscars, and then approached me shortly thereafter and said, we think there's a gritty little thriller in this. Would you be interested in writing it?
Beyond the secret is a truth he must uncover.
I came to be involved in the project when Hart Sharp sent me the script. I immediately became interested in the project, read the novel, talked to Armistead, and there were just themes that really kind of interested me there.
Patrick Stettner and I have become friends. He's a true gentleman, a really funny, sweet guy, an amazing creative mind, and a collaborative worker. You know, he's not some dominating auteur that wants you out of the way. He was perfectly happy to have the writer on the set. We met each other in a nice place where we were able to improve it, to make it better.
Armistead Maupin sent me a copy of the script saying, I've written this piece is based upon my novella. And he sent me a copy saying, I think you'd like it.
We had actually been through his agent. And agents, as I'm sure you know, protect their clients and turn away small projects. So we were immediately turned away. So Robin took on something that didn't pay him nearly what he's normally used to being paid, and took it on cheerfully. And in the end showed us why he would want to do such a thing by his performance.
It was fascinating. From the very first, I was like, it's a great piece and wanted to be part of it. Hello.
I knew what the problems would be immediately in transferring the novel to the screenplay because there are a lot of phone calls.
He moved out a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, man.
It's kind of death on film, people having phone conversations.
In a novel, it's okay if you don't see the other person on the other end of the line. You don't have any doubts about it because the reader creates visuals on his own part. A film, we couldn't do that. So we knew we couldn't have that many phone calls, and we would have to develop the story in quite another way. But having said that and having faced various challenges, it was really very exciting because I felt that I was perfecting the story. It's like if you do it right, it's like creating a haiku. You know, it's like boiling something down to its purest essence and really making it sing and reverberate. It was hard to lose some of the subplots, but every writer has to do it when he moves to screenplay. And I think what we were left with was something that very purely distilled the spirit of the novel.
As a storyteller, I'll lay out the events exactly as I remember them.
I mean, if there's any kind of underlying theme to this film, I think it's about storytelling, and it's about the characters. Robin's character is just a distorted mirror to Tony's character, which is only a distorted mirror to us, the filmmakers, you know, and the effect of storytelling, and how that has an effect on people.
So you brought Lucifer.
Lucian is just a friend. Oh, babe, I told you, I just need a little space.
I guess the hard part about translating this particular novel was that it was based on real life characters. So it was a process of really identifying the characters as fiction, but also using the real life of what had happened to Armistead and Terry.
That's him. Say something.
Hello, him. This is Donna Logan. I'm sorry to cut this short, but this cough is really starting to worry me.
Well, sure, I understand.
Toni Collette's great. You know, I've had the rare opportunity to work with really great actresses, and with Toni, you just get out of the way. You kind of outline what the character is, and what I love about her as an actress is that she makes it so real and organic.
It's important I be able to trust you, Gabriel.
that's kind of tricky with this role because it could have been easily been this kind of monster character, and she made her really real, and you feel a lot for her, and that's really important.
She is this, I think, extraordinary actress who people are just now going, wait a minute. You start looking at all the things she's done, you realize the versatility is amazing. And I think working with her is, it's great, someone great to bounce off of. And quite frightening when she's the other persona.
Can't wait to see Pete.
You don't want to talk to me?
In one moment, and when she comes back, it's her. It's like, oh, no, I think that went well. Can I try that? And in a moment, she's talking like this. Wait, oh, okay.
I'm worried about Pete.
Do you think it's possible they're being a little melodramatic here? It seems so over the top.
Why would someone do that?
I don't know. Money, maybe? To sell a book?
If you're gonna have a boyfriend, that's a good one. You know, it's kind of like a younger De Niro, but, you know, and a good kisser. Hey, what can I say? It's a good thing, you know. Sexy guy, you know. It's my version of Brokeback Mountain. That's as close as I can go right now. Bobby.